What's up guys, Mr. Frozeh here, and today I'm going to be showing you a GB gameplay. Now this is just a scrim, and it is search and destroy on high rise, and I'm going to be giving you a little bit of tips, and I'm playing with my friend X Retro Styles, and he's never played GB before, so I'm kind of training him sort of, but we've been doing okay in our scrims and stuff. We haven't actually done a match yet, but this is a spot most people don't know. If you go on top of here, you can just see out anything. The only way you can't see somebody is if they're going right side. See that? I didn't know where he was. And the kid on the other team was using a sniper, and he was actually pwning me. I mean, this was a kind of a tight game. I think it was 4-3. Don't quote me on that. I guess we'll see. But it was, I don't know. I wasn't doing the best, but I had a couple clutches here and there. I don't know about now. I don't even remember the gameplay really. I just had one lying around. So what you want to do when you're last alive, always take the low ground, although this is only tips for high rise, so I'll be doing other map tips and stuff, and I always take underground if I'm under there because most people don't expect it, and this was just awful. This just goes to show how bad kids are at GB. Usually in GB you don't sit in the back like that. I don't know how he saw me, but I didn't have my beaches turned up. I don't know why, but I didn't have them turned up, so I couldn't hear him. Well, I wouldn't have heard him anyways, but the other thing is my friend was, he just prestiged, so he was level 5, and he had the UMP. That's okay. But right here, always when you're going to cross there, put your head down and knife the right glass. It doesn't really matter. You can knife the right or left. Here I got screwed because I was telling Retro, you know what, stay put. I'm going to go around him. And he decided to push up a little bit to get cover behind them crates. So I knew he was going to rush up there, but Jumper decided to stay back. And if he was good, maybe he would have ran up there. But he decided to stay back and reload. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got screwed over. And usually you don't knife, but I guess you could if you wanted to. So it's 0-2, we're kind of losing, and I'm thinking, okay, we got to step our game up a little bit. Time to bring out the UMP. I ran a little bit different rushing route. I wouldn't run this route, but I kind of already knew where they were going to go. I was waiting for them to just pop around this corner. Bam, drop shot. That's what I would always do when I'm rushing. And if you can, no scope them. And earlier in this game, he was sniping me from there. As you saw, I think he was. I don't know. I might be just looking at something else. So I'm waiting for him to come out. Retro's planning, and this is pretty good teamwork right here. I was waiting for him. I was calling out, Retro. He's gonna be coming out spawn. So I rush into spawn, and I gotta stay in the back because that's another thing. Do not jump on those crates. It will give away your position even if you do have ninja. So yeah, I got sniped from up there. And this, I thought that, wow, well, Retro already knew where he was, so he wouldn't rush him, but sadly enough, he tried to shoot him with the UMP, but it didn't matter because, if you didn't know this, in GB, the bomb plant time and defuse is 7.5. It's not like regular 6. I think it's 6. Don't quote me on that. I think it's 6, but I don't know. And I don't know why he was using intervention, maybe just to prove something, but we got that round, so we got to keep it up. Switching sides, and I think I put switching sides on I was hosting this, and I have pretty good connection. So this was like, wow, because since Retro didn't know how to play GB that much, he didn't know friendly fire was on. I forgot to tell him that, and yeah, another thing. Friendly fire's on. It's not shared, and I was gonna rush through green room. He was already there, so don't bunch up together because it's just an easy double kill. Run around the back here, and the reason I looked back there was because Jumper, I seen him. He killed me like the first time, and he was sitting way in the back. So I got to get the barrels right here. Couldn't tell if he had bomb yet, but I knew that I'd probably run under because he didn't really know I was there, and it's just a good place to go. Usually I'd find him by now. If he was smart, he would have ran back. Now, of course, I had to check crane because that's where I most likely expected him to be because you don't usually go on the crane. And I don't know, put in the comments below, guys, if you can go on the crane, because I've heard rumors that you can't go up there. I mean, you can walk across, but you can't go up there. And you can't go inside that window sill or on top of the roof. I have no idea, so you guys tell me. And I'm in his spawn. I'm waiting for him. I still have no idea where he was. So I check B, excuse me. B as in baseball. So I go under again, and I think I'm going to go up to green room. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. This is why you never panic knife. I don't know why, but I'm just prone to panic knifing. I never do. So if I do, it's going to be weird because I play tactical, and that's how you trick shot. And that's basically why you don't panic knife, because almost always you're going to get drop shotted when you come around a corner like that. So don't knife. It's not the best thing to do. But if you're coming up behind somebody, don't know where he is, yeah, sure, you can knife. But I would just be careful. And this was the round I was kind of feeling it, you know. I was saying to myself, you know, I'm going to rush up a little bit, go to A. And I thought Retro had my back, but he was going over to B, and I must have misunderstood me. So I told him planning A. He's coming around. Oh, excuse me, I'm kind of tired. So I get picked off there by a Magnum, which isn't right. Retro hears him behind him. Bam. 2 easy pickings. Bam. I was pretty proud of him because he doesn't usually come up with clutches like that. And those were his first 2 kills in the game, so kind of lucky. And if I were him, I wouldn't have kept planning. I would have ran back. I probably would have ran up, but he was kind of late, if you think about it. Alright, so rushing the same route. And I know they're going to be behind A. And I get picked off. Ugh! Hate when I get picked off like that. It's freaking... I just hate it. Especially when kids have Barrett thermals. So Retro's going to try and go. And Retro, I wasn't really expecting him to clutch it. He might have. But he's clutched before. So he's got potential to be a good GB player. I just got to train him. And he's pretty good. Well, contradicting myself. He's okay. Doesn't know. And I was 3P'ing him. 3P'ing. I'm not going to pee on him. 3P'ing him here. And that's another thing. If somebody's around a corner, you know, push Y. Or if you're on PS3, push triangle, I think. I'm not sure. So, he just ran out there. I would have went under. But, you know, he does what he does. And most kids don't camp up like that, especially with an intervention. And I'm not gonna lie, Fletcher's strike was kind of clutching it, but it's overtime, 3-3. We gotta win this. All right, I take bomb. I'm gonna go rush. This is a weird way. You never do this. I went over here. I went over to green room. Then I curved around to A. Don't do that. If you're gonna curve around, go from the straight for yellow wall, because it's just always faster. And by now, if they were really good, they would have found you already. But I knew Jumper was going to be there, so I looked, planning. I was hoping Retro would get my back, taking fire. Oof, gotta go help him. Oh, gee, what did I do this time? Alright. That's another thing. I always say that. But there's a lot of tips to be given in a tips and tricks video. I take him from spawn. Retro, I think he's got my back. I'm looking around. Oh, I get picked off by an M93. Retro is spraying and praying, and he gets it. And we just won the scrim. It was best out of 3. We just decided to do that. They won Scrapyard, we won Terminal, and then we ended up winning High Rise, the 3 major maps. So guys, if you did like this gameplay and commentary, please thumbs up, rate, comment, and subscribe, and leave in the comments if you'd like more of these. This is Mr. Frozeh saying peace out.